Hey there and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the dumbbell bench over a single arm row, and we're going to be taking a supinated group of this exercise today. This is an incredible exercise for those who have muscle imbalances. So if you find that one side of your body is bigger than the other, especially when it comes to your back, doing this exercise is going to help tremendously. So basically what you'll do is you'll do your normal sets. If you're doing each arm, basically you could, whatever. Let's just say you're doing 20 repetitions on your left hand. On your right hand, then you switch to your left hand. Now, let's assume that your right side of your body is smaller than your left because you're left-handed. Then what you want to do is you want to do an extra 5 reps per set throughout the entire workout, and that'll help you build symmetry over the course of like 2 months or so, or 3 months. But before we continue with more tips on how to do that correctly, here's a word from today's video sponsor.
I'm today's video sponsor, and if you'd like help losing fat or gaining muscle, there are a few ways I can help you down below. Either set up a free consultation with us, purchase through one of our free affiliate links, or purchase one of our instant access affordable training programs. Can't wait to be of service to you. Now let's get back to the rest of the video.
So the first thing you're going to want to do to do this exercise correctly and benefit from it as much as possible is to make sure that you're standing inside shoulder width apart. Then you want to use that opposite hand to brace your opposite side. What this is going to do is going to stop you basically from rotating. Then you want to do is you want to bend over at around a 45-degree angle, or low enough to where your hand or the dumbbell is comfortably below the knee. That's like your gauge there. You really want your elbow to be slightly above the knee when you're extending. That's how you know you're going pretty low, which is good. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're keeping your back straight. Yes, you want to bend over, but you also want to keep it straight, because if not, you're going to place unnecessary strain on your lower back. And then what you want to do is make sure that you keep your chin tucked, and that you're staying in as straight lines as possible, meaning that nothing's rounded over. Notice that I'm basically creating an angle here with my hips. Then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're keeping that supinated grip, which means that the palm is facing away from you, and that you're keeping the elbow nice and tight to your side as you row up. Now what you want to do is make sure that you're driving that dumbbell like right next to the hip in the direction of the thigh. So I'm basically pulling at the same angle as the thigh. That way the lines stay nice and straight, and I don't create any pain in the shoulder or elbow. Then what you want to do is, which is the most important part of this exercise, is to make sure that you're allowing the scapula to move freely. So you got to allow the scapula to protract and retract. So basically it's retracting, protracting, retracting, protraction. So what that does, it really helps train your back. So instead of just allowing your back to stay tight the whole time, you're allowing it to stretch and bringing it forward when you're bringing the weight down, and then actually think about squeezing it back when you're going back. But here's some common mistakes that I want you guys to avoid. Let's avoid half reps at the bottom of the range or half reps at the top of the range. You want to make sure you're doing full repetitions all the times. Then what you want to do is make sure that you keep your chin tucked. Do not allow your chin to be looking up this way and place unnecessary strain on your neck. Also, don't keep your scapula protracted the whole time like this, which basically means you're shrugging forward. Also, keep your elbow tucked in. Do not allow your elbow to flare out like this. Then what you also want to make sure is that you keep your back straight. You do not want your back rounded like this. It's going to put way too much strain on your back. And then you also want to make sure you're not rotating as you're rowing up. Keep your body stationary. Your chest should be facing downward the whole time.